That clown. Look at that red out there. I know, right? I was going to grab the kayak, but I thought by the time I get my kayak out, all that red will be gone, perhaps. That dark cloud on the horizon there, though. Beverly, good to see you. You got a jacket now? Beverly, it's your first time here. Let's get your name in the sand. We'll get your name in the sand, Beverly, so you can say you've been here with me on the beach in Queensland, Australia. It's still pretty early here, Beverly. We haven't got any, we don't have any sunlight at the moment. All I've got is street lights. You plan on sticking around, Beverly? Tina, sunrise. This is the East Coast. I'm on the East Coast. And if anybody ever remembers, the sunrise is in the east. Miss D, thanks for coming. Enjoyed your concert? Always good. I always have a hard time with your concerts, Miss D, because I really enjoy them, but they conflict with another time of another concert I go to. And this for me here's Sunday morning, and this Saturday night is their night off. So I get to come along and watch your concert. Just let me level this tripod up a little bit more. Look at that gorgeous sky. Excuse me. This is Queensland, Australia, Beverly. This is Moreton Bay here in front of us. Right out there on the horizon is Moreton Island. On the other side of Moreton Island, a bit hazy out there. On the other side of Moreton Island is the Pacific Ocean. Broccoli, when you said about the rose quartz yesterday, I said, I got some of that. So I tell you what, I had to tip my locker, empty my locker at Gem Club out. I emptied it out completely to find it. It was at the bottom of one of my barrels. It is quite dark out here still, the street lights are still on. Hopefully as the sun rises, or gets closer to rising, the whole sky is going to light up. That rose quartz that I had, broccoli, was all one piece. I've cut a few slabs out of it. I've got another piece up in my lounge room. Thanks, Beverly. We have the Gem Club has an open day and markets next Saturday, which is probably your Friday in the States, Friday night. I'll probably be doing an hour's live stream from the Gem Club. I just walk around at all the stalls and show everyone what sort of gemstones that are available here, at least in the southern corner of the state, southeast Queensland. Queensland is, just to give you an idea of the size of it, Queensland, my state here, is about 3 times the size of Texas. So if you want to say everything's big in Texas, well, Texas is only a little place. In fact, we have a little town here in Queensland called Texas. It's out west. It's a Wild West place too. Yeah, well, I showed you mine. Get yours out and show me yours. There is a bit of a front coming into the south here on the right hand side. It's supposed to be raining now. Thought we'd get in while the getting's good. an incoming tide also, so might have to move back a little bit later. I think we got about 20 minutes before the sun comes out. So this is the time for the colours to hit, because about 5 or 10 minutes before the sun does actually stick its face out, the colours will fade out. Don't forget to connect, everyone. While we're sitting here waiting, now's the time. All you have to do is click on their name. You should all have jackets on, so just click on their name. You'll get a drop-down box saying go to channel. Go to their channel, pick a shorts video. Pick a shorts video so you don't have to sit there watching it. It's you get a weak connection on a long video. Hit the like button, go into comments, tell them I said g'day. Hit subscribe on the way out, and by that time the shorts video will be over. We'll have a good strong connection. Patty, thanks for coming. Good to see Tina here too. Tina, one day I'd like to see what's going on underneath all those filters. You girls and your filters. George Ward, the Kentucky George Ward. It's good to see you, sir. Thanks for coming. Happy Sunday. Good to see Snark and Sass got at 500. She's happy. She's got a community page open. Yeah, I'm just looking at the flowers and the flowers and the flowers and the sunglasses. I'm sure Tina's in there somewhere. Look at that pink just above. The red's faded out and the pink's come in above it. Wow, it's sort of a bit purplish too because of the blue sky above that. There's a couple of guys out here fishing. That's what this is all about, Dee. This is about relaxing, refreshing, restarting. Another day. There's a gnome in there too. Miss B, thanks for coming. I guess they don't like it there. They're going to move on. I can imagine, and singing the whole time too. I hope Gracie feels better soon. joggers are out jogging, the fishermen are out fishing. We've got a couple of walkers out walking. It's a lovely lady that walks along here every day. Twice a day she walks along here, a Malaysian lady. So she came out here when she was 18. I'm not going to guess her age, but I think she's been here a while. If you haven't already connected with Miss D, make sure you connect with her. She has a fantastic live stream, musical stream. Clown, if you want to drop down Ivana's link also, you can do that. Ivana has a fantastic musical stream also. Of course. I made, because we don't get the snow here, and I've never actually seen snow. So I've had one of the people that, one of my subscribers, make me a snow angel once. So I made her a sand angel. In fact, the sand can be played with that much. I've made myself a kayak ramp. Speaking of played with, being the only sand dune on the beach, all the kids always try to destroy that. I'm forever rebuilding it. Love Lover, good to see you. Get your jacket, and because if you hang around for a little bit, Love Lover, we'll get your name in the sand. So we might start doing that now while we wait. As you can see, it's a little bit shelly today. Down here, down this part, this is where the wet sand is. That's good for riding in. Up there you can see that there's no shells, no pebbles. It's just the sand, but it's a bit dry. Now, give me a second and we'll get your name in the sand. And you two can tell everybody you've been here on the beach with me in Queensland, Australia. That red out the back there.
There you go, lover. Get a screenshot of that. You can use that for an avatar, you can use it for a header, a homepage, whatever you like. You tell people that you've been here on the beach with me in Queensland, Australia. Beverly, you still there? Beverly. Beverly. There you go, Beverly. You've also been here. Queensland, Australia. How you doing today, Paddy? Hope you're well, brother. He thinks I've got some food for him. Just throwing the shell. Tony, thanks for coming. Bailey, good to see you, girl. Let's get your name in the sand too, eh? You're getting the bets on, are you, Beverly? Look at that red starting to come out on the water. This is coming in. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Focus, focus, focus. 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 This is coming in from the south. Southwest. Yeah, we get crazy swimmers swimming out here every morning. They swim out along the reef, on top of the reef. There's a natural reef that goes from those rocks down there, parallel to the beach, all the way down to those cliffs down there. Miss D, you're going to join me here on the beach today. And there's Tina. Tina's here with me today. Righteous, righteous. Good to see you, brother. And I can guarantee you 100%, no matter what camera I have, I won't do those colours justice. Beautiful. Let's get Tony right next to Tina. It's Tina and Tony sitting next to each other on my beach. And there's Laura. Laura's here too. Wanda, thanks for coming. We've got all the girls here today. Lucky me. Got a birthday coming up. Anybody? Let me know. We'll get you a nice handwritten, personalised birthday message at sunrise. I'll put that in a shorts video. Wanda, thanks for coming. Look at these colours, Wanda. I know they're starting to fade out now. Well, actually, no. We might get the whole sky light up soon. It's not done with us yet. Yeah, that's Broccoli was talking about Broccoli was talking about it. That she had some, so that reminded me that I also had some tucked away in my locker. Have I missed anybody? Tito! I forget how to spell your name, Tito. Let's have a crack. You tell me if I get it wrong. A-I-Z-A, is that right or wrong? I forget. Is that right or wrong? Is it A-Z-I-A? Minnesota. We get a lot of people from Minnesota here actually. This is where everyone from Minnesota meets. G'day Trump. Are you a Minnesotan also? I think that's everybody. Got a feeling I missed one. Miss B, we got Miss B. Kiko, thanks for coming, brother. Got some lovely colours out there this morning. About to fade out as the sun rises. I think the sun's going to trying to show its head behind these clouds here today. A couple of guys out there in boats. I was going to get out there on my kayak this morning, but yeah, it was either the colours or the kayak. So I've gone with the colours. You still there, Miss B? I know you've had your name in the sand before, but we can do it again. Where's Miss B? Come to the front, Miss B. I think some of you girls are going swimming soon. Bailey's already got her feet wet. Bailey's getting her feet wet down there. Where's my brother Das? Kiko's over there in California. This is all coming in from the southwest down here. about that direction. Okay, Paddy, thanks for coming along. I don't know what sort of sunrise we're going to get here today, actually. That cloud band sitting on the horizon. Maybe we have to be satisfied with some pre-dawn colours. Is that a jogging team? Do they have team joggers? Look, they're all in the same shirts. A lovely young lady down here on the beach. That's what she's doing, her morning ritual. Sassy, you're just in time. You'll have to join the crowd though. We've got Tina and Tony and Bailey, Miss D. We've got Beverly. Beverly's just here getting her feet wet. Beverly here getting her feet wet. We got Laura. We got Tito. We got Wanda. Love Lover. And Miss B. Now we'll have to pick up a new piece of sand for Sass. There you go, girl. There's a couple of men in their boats out there, Sassy. Miranda's here too. Good to see you, Miranda. I'm thankful to have each and every one of them here too, Sassy. Let's get Miranda's name down. Because they're all going to be going swimming shortly though. Tide's coming in. There's Miranda. Thanks for coming, Miranda. I might have to mute up in a minute. I'll pick up a new subscriber here on the beach. And when I say pick up, I mean get a new subscriber. No, just jumped on the phone. But is she really on the phone?
forgot I was still muted. Make sure you're connecting, peoples. Hit their name. Drop down box will come on and say, go to channel. Go to their channel, pick a shorts video. So you don't have to hang out there all day. Hit the like button. Go in the comments, tell them I said g'day. By the time you've come out, hit subscribe, the shorts will be over and you've got a good, strong, solid connection. There's a funny little agate here I just picked up. Only a little one. That's what I saw. I just saw the agate there. I turned it over. There's the agate sitting inside. Rough, unpolished agate. Well, if you like this, Beverly, I'll just let you know right now, this is a shit day. I do like the colours though, the pre-dawn colours. As for the rest of that grey stuff up there, not a big fan. There's another one here. Ugh. Just in front of the camera. You can see it just starting to focus. You can just see it starting to poke its head out there of the rock, the outer crust. Charles Sydney agate washes up here every day. I won't even bother taking those ones, they're too little. Stick around, Beverly, we'll get that sun coming out. Sooner or later, we'll get that first beam of light coming across the water. Straight out here from my screen to yours. James Guype guy. Drop down your link, James. There's someone to go over to James Guype after this stream. Connect up with new friends over at James' channel. Oh, Beverly's gone swimming down here. Beverly's already gone swimming. And I'll be backing up soon, otherwise I'll be going swimming. Yeah, don't just connect broccoli. That's James's one channel you want to go over to, because there's a lot of people over there all connecting and meeting each other. That's his talent. He doesn't sing, he doesn't dance, he doesn't do sunrise, he doesn't do that eating lots of food in front of everybody mukbang thing, whatever it is. He just introduces people. Probably not even here anymore. He's probably back at his place, connecting people with each other. I'm moving back. Unfortunately for you, Beverly, there's not a big current here. It's not very deep. You've got to go out past the reef before it starts getting any depth here. You can just wait around for a while. Another agate here I just found, Charles Sydney agate. This one's been washing around out there for a little bit longer. It's got all the crust taken off of it. And just so you can see, there's only one type of rock that you can see through. That's crystals. If you're new to the channel, these wash up here all the time, all the way along the beach. This one is quite small. If I go to another beach, on the peninsula here, it's there's some quite big ones. Just that's sea polish. That is, I call that. That's a raw agate. That one. With the outer crust, that whitey part's the inner crust, and then that's the gemstone inside that you can just see. I call that a raw agate. This one's, I call this sea polished. It's polished all that crust off of it, down to the agate only now. And these have been washing around out there. These are volcanic. They come from the volcano. The last volcano that we've got around here is about an hour north that went extinct about 22 million years ago. So it's taken that long to wash up here on my beach and get into my hands. At least that long. hang on one moment. I'll go and see if I can find another one quickly. Here's another one. I think it's just dirty old quartz though, this one. I think quartz is a close relative. They're both high in silica content. But quartz is just dirt to me. Hang on. There's another one. It's only little. That's agate. That's Charles Sydney agate. You get quartz, Charles Sydney agate, jasper and petrified wood washing up on this beach. Sometimes granite. It's funny because sometimes I'll be sitting here in the dark setting up it before light, and then when the sun does come out, becomes brighter, I look around, I'm sitting in amongst a whole heap of agates. Next Saturday, which is America's Friday night, the Gem Club that I belong to will be having an open day and markets. So all the people from around the place will be coming and selling their gemstones. I'm going to do a live stream, walk around the market so I can show everybody what's available around this part of the world. The guys just gone out there in the kayak. There's some swimmers out there swimming. Just saw a turtle just pop its head out. Just saw a turtle pop its head out around here. He could stay underwater for a couple of minutes there now. Haven't seen a turtle for a little while. Some fishermen out there at the back. Out there the boys, buoys. There we go. There we go, Beverly. Starting to poke its head out just there. That first beam of light coming straight across the ocean to you. Swimmers out there swimming. Kayaker out there kayaking. Good he? Where's he? Thanks for coming, fellas. Good to see you.
pretty soon. With winter coming on, we'll have the whales migrating. Red Dirt Productions, thanks for coming. Ravs, good to see you, brother. Was earlier, Ravs, they had some fantastic colours shining through. Yeah, it's a fairly shallow bay, Beverly. So 100 years ago, this actually used to be a whaling station. So we get the sea turtles, we get dolphins, a few different species of whale, and of course the men in the grey suits. But that reef that I was talking about earlier, that keeps them on that side of the reef. They generally don't come inside. There's nothing here for them on the inside, so they swim along the outside looking for food. This tide might be pushing us back again. Yeah, we've still got some weed up at the high tide mark. The water is a lot calmer. I was going to get the kayak out, Righteous. Do a live stream from out on the water, but it was either get the kayak or get the colours. So I chose to get the colours. By the time I got the kayak out and in the water, the colours would have all been gone. There's a plane coming into land out there. Plane coming into land. There's the Port of Brisbane there in the background. Just past the Port of Brisbane, there on the horizon is the domestic and international airports. Sorry about the zoom. I try not to move the camera on zoom. I don't want this falling out of your chair. I'll be back. I'm going to go and have a look for a couple more rocks.
Okay, got a few little pieces here, nothing flash. This is another example of just how readily accessible they are. There's a piece here. You can see that the outer crust, there's the last part that had dried. That would have fallen into the ground like that. You can see there the outer crust is being worn away. Here's one here. I call this one plate with shelf agate because it's just, this one's more, it's just going to splat on the ground. It'll spread on the ground where the other ones dig into the ground. You can see the agate inside there. Flat piece. In the tumbler at the moment there's a heap of plate agate. There's another piece of plate. See how it's flat. Today's Sunday too. We'll have all the cars out today. I'll have a mobile car show going past my place. This one here will probably be red. They vary in colour from like crystal clear, like that little piece I picked up before. They range from being crystal clear like that to getting yellow through to the orange and red. Red's more rarity here. I actually have picked up a piece of black agate from here. That's extreme. I've never seen a piece of black. I've only picked up one piece of black agate before. Am I going to stream what, Wanda? What do you mean? I'll be streaming the Gem Show next week. I'll probably go live for about an hour there. Do a bit of a walk around. Wolf, how you doing? You got a jacket, Wolf, you can connect with everybody. Where are you from, Wolf? Being Sunday today, all the car clubs are going to come out. I get a mobile car show coming around my front door. The thing is, I'm usually inside, but I hear them go past, I run out and they're gone. But I do a lot of the walk around the car you see on one of my playlists. Is classic cars. A lot of cars that pull up at the beach. I'll go out and do a walk around of those cars today. If I'm on the scene and I have battery, I will. Ducky, good to see you, girl. Thanks for coming. LA, all right. Shout out to all the Cali people. A few people from California to come on here, Wolf. It's a funny thing, you know, a lot of people walk their dogs around here. There's a couple of signs up now saying no dogs allowed. Now, these people have probably lived here 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years, the dog's probably older than the person that wrote up the sign, and now they're telling them they're not allowed to bring their dogs here. There are dog beaches on the peninsula, but this is not one. Then you get the rangers that come around and collect a bit of revenue of anybody walking their dog on the beach. There's a guy down here to my right throwing nobody else is on the beach. He's throwing his stick to the dog out into the water. The dog's going to fetch the stick. The ranger's going to have a problem with that. Shout out to California. Represent. Which is equally strange because you could ride your horse along the beach if you felt like it. How are you today? If you wanted to bring your horse down here along the beach, you could ride your horse along the beach and in the water. You just don't bring your dog. Oh, there's plenty of them. One thing I have to do, I've got some friends who have a car channels, and they do live streaming today, which is your night time. And I'll come out here, I'll probably grab a big glass of rum and come out here and film the cars going past. A lot of old school cars, a lot of new ones, Euro cars, American cars, Aussie muscle cars, all sorts. My neighbour's got an Audi R8 with a rear-mounted engine. His wife's car's a two-door Bentley Turbo. Yeah, shout out to Al SoCal. Taking it to the streets. Whitey's got a fantastic old Willys Jeep too. Big V8. Bull horns on the front. Righteous, righteous. All the people go past me thinking I'm crazy talking to my phone. Wolf also likes talking to himself as the third person. You know what they say about that, Wolfie? Here's that piece of agate that I picked up before. Here you go, Ducky. go for a quick walk up in the other direction and see if I can pick up any more agates. This time we've got some. Oh, there's a piece of granite. As I say, get some granite washing up sometimes. There's a piece of dirty old quartz. I mean, quartz will get the biggest variation of colour here. Like I said, it's rich in silica also. Close relation to it. There's some more plate agate. You can see that bit of agate there in the middle. Regina, thanks for coming. You can see here, whoop, here comes that tide. You can see here the outer crust. Just an example. I'll pick up some little ones just to show you different examples of stuff sometimes. There's the outer crust. There's the inner crust. And inside of that inner crust is going to be where we find the agate. The outer crust, the inner crust, and the agate. So I'll take that to the Gem Club, grind all that, well, I won't take this one, grind all that outer crust away, and then shape and polish up the agate that's inside. Another piece here, you can see that last final dry line there, so that's hit the dirt like that. And as it's dried up and sealed up, that was the last place. And you can see the agate starting to poke its head out there. This one here, I was showing you about the different. This is a bit of shelf, bit of plate agate. You can see the redness of it. It'll be a red one in there. Well, some of it will be red. It might even just be a spot of red, but there'll be some red in there. And that's from the different mineral and chemical content that's splatting as it hits the dirt. And that's how you get the different colour variations of it. And then a little bit of yellow agate, a little bit of milky colour agate, here's a piece of agate that's just had the outer crust taken off it. Still got some of the inner crust. Still got some of that white inner crust on it. You see the sea polishing starting to come through it. Yeah, well, I like the ones with a bit of colour in them to make the jewellery and that with. Sometimes you get the red ones. Like I said, you might just have a spot of red in there. And if you can capture that, inside the gem when you're shaping it, making a piece of jewellery out of it, they make up some really good ones. Salamat po, Regina. Thank you very much.
that's about it for the sunrise today. We came, we saw. Might take you back and show you a couple of bits of rock that I've been working on at the Gem Club. Hey, look, no dogs allowed. Like I said, that dog's been probably here a lot longer than that person who's writing this ticket for having a dog on the beach. Cyclists are out cycling, the joggers are jogging, fishing are out fishing, the kayakers are kayaking. It's all happening. The fish must be on, there's a few of them out there. Been working on this piece of rainbow obsidian. It's a gift to send overseas at the moment. And I got a nice piece of what they call it anhydro agate. What that is a piece of agate that's sealed. A piece of agate that's sealed up before it's dried out. So what I'm going to show you is an air bubble inside of an agate that's over it's 22 million years old. It's still got liquid inside and an air bubble. Excuse the mess. Where are we? That's this one. As you can see, the redness in some of them. It's only a little agate, but Look at that movement there, look at that air bubble. It's called an anhydro agate. This is sealed up before the liquid dried. Takes once the liquid has dried up on the ground, or in the ground, as it splats, it takes about 4,200 years to form an agate, to agatize, as they call it. So this one's sealed up before it's actually dried. And that air bubble remains inside for more than 22 million years. That's that one. There's the one I'm working on at the moment. So you've got here's the different colour variations. These ones I've already been and tumbled. So you might get them from being a milky colour. There's some plate agate. It's like a clear colour. The yellowy colour. To a reddy colour. You can see the dry lines in that where it's dry. It's probably hit the ground like that, splat. Actually, this one isn't. This is Agate Creek agate. This is not from my beach. This one's from my beach. So you have all that colour variation. And that's all just different mineral chemical content. Now, where's the one? Oh, here it is. I need some strong light for this, so we might not be able to see it really well. You look out the window while I grab another light.
Nothing's as good as direct sunlight. But I'll show you. So this is the one I just did a short of this one yesterday. You can see this is called Rainbow Obsidian. This is volcanic glass. All right, well, I showed you yesterday. I showed you this surface when I was polishing it, and then I went and polished the back of it. So have a look at that. This side here's got rings. I'll turn this over. And this side's got stripes. And I'll tell you, this light isn't doing this stone any justice. There you go. So this is still incomplete. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to wrap it in silver, a silver band around that flat edge there. So then I can put a little loop at the top of the silver, and the person I send it to will be able to put this around their neck. Rainbow Obsidian, this is called. Here's some of that. Like I was saying, if you capture the red in it, oh, a bit too bright to see. You can see that there. I've drilled through it with a bit of wire, made a loop. I'll use that for earrings now. Some tiger eye. This one here, I've got another piece of this, and this is just straight off the saw. Some garnets. There's some rough garnets. Some tumbled garnets. And some faceted garnets. That's a complete set there. There's a ring, there's a pair of earrings, and there's a pendant. So from the left to the right, that's a pendant, a pair of earrings, and a ring. Can't see them really well tonight, but all of those get wrapped in silver. This is one of my favourites. I love this one. It's like a lava lamp. A piece of agate. Agate's my favourite because that's what I started on. These here, this was a stone. It was one rock, and I cut it into slices. And what I'll do with that is I'll be making a pair of earrings out of that. There's one pair of earrings. Little holes in it. Put a little ring through so you can wear them on sleepers. Another pair there. I'm going to do that one. Yeah, I like this. When I first got this one, it wasn't actually this particular rock, but when I got a piece of this rock, and then I liked it so much, I bought a box of it. This is what it looks like here raw when you start. A little bit hard to see, but you see those lines there? See those lines? That's all the colour. So you cut it on an angle, not with it,
not parallel with those lines, but you cut it on an angle through those lines, and that's where you get all those lines coming out of. That's been cut on the angle. This one here, watermelon quartz. It's translucent that way. This is a naturally formed quartz crystal, the classic hectagon shape. And if I turn it sideways, it's absolutely transparent. Oh, how easy that is to see. There's a pair of those there too. They'll be going as earrings. It's sitting on a piece of tiger. This is tiger iron. 2.2 billion years old. It's formed up of tiger iron. It's formed up of ironstone, which is the browny sort of colour, jasper, which is the reddy sort of colour, and tiger eye, that goldy colour. $2.2 billion years old. There's only two places in the world you get tiger iron, and that's from one's in Pakistan. The other one is Western Australia here in the Pilbars. Anyone who hasn't seen any of my stones yet, there's a couple of shark's teeth which are millions of years old. They're actually different. They're from different periods, but they were found in the desert. Here's a piece of quartz with a tin inclusion. This one I haven't finished yet. There's a piece of clear quartz with some tin in the middle of it. And this side here, you can actually see the tin starting to break through this, break out of it. So I've roughed that up with the grinder. Roughed it all up with the grinder so that now I can just polish it. Those parts that they're a bit shardy, so I left them crystal clear. You can see that tin in there. As I've been working it, I must have got a little bit of, I think down here, a little bit of air got in there and water, because where I'm grinding it, you wet grind them. And now it's starting, it looks like there's a little bit of rust in there maybe. I think it's gone a bit yellow. Those ones, there's more obsidian. There's an obsidian arrowhead. Once again, obsidian's volcanic glass. Mahogany obsidian. That's just a big shard. There's some green obsidian. This is someone's offcut that broke, so I just picked it up and started to facet it a little bit. What I would do with that one is up there at that flat edge, I'd just cap that in silver, and then make a little pendant out of that. Green obsidian. There's some natural. What have we got? This one here is amethyst. The natural crystals on there. You can see that hexagon shape there for the crystals. And that's what those ones have just been sliced. The watermelon quartz. There's some more quartz crystals formed on a host rock.
This one here's some smoky quartz. Gem Club next Saturday. There's a big chunk of lapis. Some chrysoprase. Some more chrysoprase. A lot of agate along there. Where is it? There's some mookaite. That's all mookaite there. Some petrified wood. Some snakeskin jasper. More jasper down there. Some dirty old quartz. And during the pandemic, you couldn't go to the Gem Club unless you were double vaxxed. Of course, we don't believe in experimental vaccines around here, so I didn't get any. Wasn't pressured into it, wasn't scared into it. That's Agate Creek agate, that's just the top of the rock. You can imagine all the lovely colours on the inside of the rock. Yeah, so while I was not allowed to go there, I was collecting rocks now, and I've only just been getting back to the Gem Club now to unload some of this stuff. My lounge room here was starting to look like a quarry. Some more petrified wood in there. That's a jar of petrified wood. Oh, I've got it on my table over here, all the raw stuff over here. Pick that. Oh, it's just everywhere. There's geodes, little pockets with the crystallines on the inside. This one here actually goes straight through. There's its mouth. And there's its butt. That would have been the last place of dry hole. Sorry, dry hole. Dry lines. You can see the crystals in that. And these are all of these ones here, various sizes. Little geode pockets. Instead of the agate drying in solid form, it dries in crystal form. If I can get a focus over here. Rhodonite, agate, plenty of agate here because it's my fave. A little bit of petrified wood. End cap. This is crazy lace agate. That there, you get that in a pink as well, and there's different shades of pink you get. There's some more Agate Creek agate. Petrified wood. There's an ugly piece of quartz I picked up off the beach. Some citrine, some mossy agate. I like this one. And wispy little hairs to thick solid pieces. From crystal clear, smoky to yellowy. This mossy agate, although, you know, moss, so you think green, it also comes in a yellow. This one here, crystal quartz. Look at that. Look at how clear it is. so clear you can read through it. Here's an example of a dirty old rock. A dirty old rock on the beach. And you flip it over, and it's all crystal quartz, crystallized agate. I mean, there's a slice of it. That's just a slice of the agate. Some more citrine. I call this watermelon. It's like a greeny colour there on the outside, watermelon on the inside. Bloodstone, some jade, some slate, some petrified woods, little thunder eggs that have been carved open. This is the first one I ever found on the beach, this dirty old rock. I see all the little crystallines there. Red. There's a whole heap of projects on the go. That's another piece of that. Another piece of the rainbow obsidian. On a dop stick, hot waxed, so you can handle it better on the, instead of getting your fingers all, because I do, get your fingers all carved up by the grinders. You can use it without getting your fingers ground up. What else have we got here? Some old oddments, opals. There's some old opals in here. Different types of opal in there. None of this opal's finished. That's what it's doing in here. I haven't get it to a certain point. I panic and say, yeah, no, don't want to touch that anymore before I ruin it. A little piece of agate down here, opal down here. Oh, this one's only a little tiny piece. That's a boulder opal. But yeah, in hydro, I held it up to the sun just to make sure it wasn't bloody quartz. Saw that air bubble floating around in there. I thought, wow. After all the opals that I picked up off the beach, I mean, this is only a portion of it. I give a lot away too. Here's another pair of earrings. Some more earrings. Not really worried about the jewellery part of it yet. I'm still collecting, still polishing them. But because I'm sending a couple away as a gift, I've got to bloody make jewellery out of them. That's what it comes up like. A nice glossy finish on it. Some more rainbow obsidian.
It is black, so it's hard to see unless you've got a real strong light on it. You can just start making out the lines there.
They explode though under strong light.
This is what I was showing somebody this one on the kitchen floor and dropped it. Broke the glass. So it's like, it just looks like a black rock, you know? And then when you turn it into the light the right way, it just pops. And it just disappears. Out it comes. It's fantastic. Rainbow obsidian. I suggest you get yourself some. Black coral, that's another thing. Here's your normal looking coral. Your normal looking coral is a bone or ivory sort of colour. That's your normal stuff. And then black coral's a rare form of coral. Another thunder egg. Probably take that away from you. Too much shit. Another thunder egg. Just looks like a dirty old rock. When you open it up, bam! Making guitar picks out of different sorts of rocks. There's your normal guitar pick here. Some lapis guitar picks, some agate guitar picks. Different colours, different sorts of stone. Different sorts of stone gives it different sounds. A little piece in here I saw. This is labradorite. Again, another piece I dropped. Fantastic. And that's about all I've got to say about that. Alright everybody, I think I've bored you all enough. A monkey face Stella. What sort of monkey? Hang on, what sort of monkey? Organised, righteous. You think so? Kaz, good to see you. Sorry, I'll catch up on chat now. Professional setup. I don't know about professional, mate. It's just bloody pile of rocks. Pile of shiny rocks. Hopefully, I might even just take a heap of them to the gem show next week.
throw them out on the table with a dollar sign on it. We have a club table there. We put on the show. There's a lot of like just market stalls there of all different sorts of gemstones, and then we just put a table out ourselves, and anybody from the club who's got anything they want to sell, they can just put it on the table, our stall. Everybody does a little bit of how do you say, manning the store, you know, just doing a bit of shopkeeping sort of thing. And then anybody who's wanting their stuff sold can be sold by anybody else, and anything they don't know about it, they just grab them and say, hey, what about this or that? What do you want for this? How much is that? Will you take this? Because there's a lot of bartering goes on. People bartering for different crap. I was thinking about taking a heap of those geodes there with the crystallines in them, just selling them for 50 cents each. I mean, there's there'll be over 40, 50 of them there, so $20, $25. Gets a bit of mess out of my bloody home. I might be having an early rum today, Righteous. Thanks for hanging around, Clown. Thanks for coming back, Paddy. I look forward to your rose quartz piece. I heard you say it was like 2 handfuls. I love a girl with 2 handfuls. We got a whole heap of new ones, Granny. We got a whole heap of new tumblers at the Rock Club, at the Gem Club. So I've got to do some welding to weld up some frames for them. It's a bloody tripod. It's a plastic tripod, so it doesn't get all rusty down in the water, you know. See all the salt and the sand, and it's bloody more drama than it's good. More drama than it is good. I've got a couple of other ones. I reckon they would they'd rust pretty quickly. Tony's still here. Thanks for coming. Probably too much booze last night, Janie. Enjoying yourself too much. I saw a cop watcher yesterday go out to a backwater sheriff's department. Everybody in the sheriff's department, they had all brand new Tahoes out there, and he looked at the number plates, and none of them had California exempt on them. They were just normal standard plates. They all had the like undercover cars, none unmarked, with all lights in them, all you know, lights, undercover lights in the grille and on the back dash and all those sorts of things, but none of them had California exempt plates. And what he's discovered is that all the staff members are using these brand new Tahoes as their own private vehicles, but getting them as undercover vehicles. They're all exactly the same. They're all black, the same model, Tahoes, brand new, tinted windows that were too dark. He said, the guy said, I'd get a ticket if I was driving this car. And as soon as it was known that he was there, all these sheriffs, all the receptionists, all the car washers, the mechanics, they all came out, jumped into Tahoes and drove off. So he couldn't tape them all. Tape them all. How old am I? So there's something going on there. I forwarded the link to Johnny 50's email, and hopefully Johnny will give him a phone call. He'll get to the bottom of it. His neck of the woods. It was in California. Where was it? Mariposa. It wasn't on the coastline. It was inland. It was near. I tell you where it was. It was near Bakersfield. For all you Californians. Excuse me. It was near Bakersfield. There's a guy. There's an ex-cop who is now a cop watcher, and he doesn't go out cop watching, but he does review and react to other cop watchers' uploads. So he's he showed the other cop watcher out at this sheriff's department and exposed all these sheriff's deputies and just workers, just the common worker there. That's why I said receptionists and car washers, mechanics, because everyone had a brand new Tahoe. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up now. We came, we saw, we conquered. We did get a bit of sunrise. We had some fantastic colours right there at the beginning. I thought we were going to miss out on the sunrise. It eventually stuck its head out. All the lovely ladies got their names in the sand. And also, you've been here with me on the beach at Queensland, Australia. I'm going to look at my rocks. I got my rocks off. So I want to thank you all for coming. I'll wrap it up now. Hope you all connected with each other. Hope you're feeling better tomorrow, Cheney, or hope you're feeling better in a couple of hours. And I'll see you all tomorrow at sunrise.